many subscribers, they told me that they have been learning for the past 5 years, 9 years, 13 years, but they could not play violin properly. Okay, so now I am going to give you some of the approaches which I have followed and our Guru has instructed us. Hope these approaches will definitely help you. Okay, see, for any learning to be very perfect or to be completed, your approach is very, very important. Okay, it is not only for music instrument learning, it is good for technology learning or art or science, whatever it may be. You can make your learning complete if you have very good approach. So this is the simple concept everyone must know. So now coming to violin நான் வாங்கிட்டேன், கையில் வயலின் இருக்கு, எப்படி நான் அப்ரோச் பண்ணி லேர்ன் பண்ணலாம் within 1 year, how I can give a stage performance, even if it is not as a professional level, as an amateur, how I can give a stage performance. So now you follow me, I will give you some of the approaches. The first one is this varisaigal practice. Sarali varisai, janda varisai practice. Sarali and jandai. Sarali la only 7 lessons are enough. In jandai only 2 lessons are enough. If you could seamlessly play these 2 lessons, that is in Sarali 7 varisaigal and jandai 2 varisaigal, that is more than enough. Because இப்போ நான் சரளியில் 7 வரிசை என்னால் வாசிக்க முடியும், ஃபஸ்ட்டு 7 வரிசை. ஜண்டையில் ஃபஸ்ட்டு 2 வரிசை என்னால் வாசிக்க முடியும். Is it enough? How I can examine myself? If you ask me the question, I have the answer. இப்போ சரிக, if I tell this note, if you could play in your violin, now your muscle memory, it has enlarged. Ga ma pa. If you could play these notes, again your muscle memory is enlarged. Okay, whatever you are thinking here, it is connected to your motor nerves and you can reproduce it here. So this is what is called muscle memory. So all your sensory component is converted by means of motion, by means of your motor nerves and motor activity. Okay, so சரளியில் நான் 7 வரிசை நல்லா ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன், ஜண்டையில் நான் 2 வரிசை நல்லா ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன். இப்போ if you tell me a swara phrase in Mayamalava Gavla, Gama Padani, I can play. Okay, it's good. அவ்வளவுதான். இந்த 2 வரிசையினால உங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கக்கூடியது அவ்வளவுதான். மாயாமாளவ கவுளையில் உள்ள ஸ்வரங்களில் ஏதோ ஒரு ஸ்வரத்தை ஸ்லோ ஸ்பீடில் சொன்னா உங்களால் வாசிக்க முடிஞ்சாலே நீங்கள் வரிசைகள் ப்ராக்டிஸ் முடிஞ்சிருச்சுன்னு அர்த்தம். நோ நீட் டு ஒரி அபவுட் திஸ் தாட்டு வரிசை, அலங்காரம், மேல்ஸ்தாய், இதெல்லாம் ஸ்கிப் பண்ணுங்க, தேவையே இல்லை அதெல்லாம். திஸ் இஸ் ஃபார் வோக்கலிஸ்ட், வாய்ப்பாட்டு பாடுறவங்களுக்காக உள்ளது இதெல்லாம். ஓகே, ஸோ அப்போ you should be in a position to complete the varisaigal practice 7+2 varisaigal within 20 days. 20 days is more than enough. 9 varisaigal in 20 days. Okay, if you could spare at least 1.5 hour time per day, ஒரு நாளைக்கு 1.5 மணி நேரம் ப்ராக்டிஸ், இந்த 9 வரிசைகள் நீங்கள் வாசிச்சிங்கன்னா 20 நாளில் இந்த 9 வரிசைகளும் நல்லா வந்துடும். ஓகே, அஃப்கோர்ஸ் ஐ வில் கிவ் அ different video tutorial for the 9 basic varisaigal lessons following this video. Okay, இப்போ approach 1 முடிஞ்சிருச்சு, வரிசைகள் நம்ம கத்தாச்சு. ஜண்டைக்கு அப்புறம் தாட்டு வேண்டியதில்லை, அலங்காரம் வேண்டியதில்லை, மேல்ஸ்தாய் வரிசைகள்லாம் வேண்டியதில்லை. இப்போ வாட் இஸ் அப்ரோச் டு? அப்ரோச் டு இஸ் கான்சென்ட்ரேட் ஆன் ஸ்மால் லெசன்ஸ். ஸ்மால் லெசன்ஸ் என்ன லெசன்ஸ் எடுத்துக்கலாம்? கீதம் எடுத்துக்கலாம். கீதத்தில் எல்லா கீதமும் போட்டு குழப்பாதீங்க. டேக் பிள்ளையார் கீதம், மலகரி ராகம், உங்களுக்கு தெரியும், ஸ்ரீகணநாதா சிந்தூரவரணா அந்த கீதம். செகண்ட் கீதம் மஸ்ட் டு பி யுவர் வரவீணா மிருதுபாணி, மோகனம். தேர்ட் கீதம் ஷுட் பி கமல ஜாத்தல, கல்யாணி. அண்ட் ஃபோர்த் ஒன் ஷுட் பி ஹரிவராசனம். ஃபிஃப்த் ஒன் ஷுட் பி பாக்யாத லக்ஷ்மி பாரம்மா. சிக்ஸ்த் லெசன் ஷுட் பி யுவர் ஐகிரி நந்தினி. செவன்த் லெசன் ஷுட் பி யுவர் லிங்கோஷ்டனம். Okay, so why I am telling this? There is a logic behind this. If you play this Malahari, Pillayar Geetam, you will know more confidently the Mayamalo Gavla Swarams. Re 1, Ga 2, Ma 1, Pa, Da 1, all the Swaras you will know. If you practice Moganam, you will know Re 2, Da 2. If you practice Harivarasanam, you will know Ni 1. If you practice this Aigiri Nandini, you will know Ga 1. If you again practice Lingashtanam, you will know again Ga 1. Okay, so now we know all the 12 notes in any system of music. Sa, Pa, 2 Ris, 2 Gas, 2 Mas, 2 Das and 2 Nis. 12 notes. Universally only we have 12 notes. Now you have practiced to reproduce any of the notes in the 12 combination. Okay, so this is approach 2. See why I am recommending all these things. Now you are practicing 3 Geetam. Along with that, very interesting items like Harivarasanam, Bhagyada Lakshmi Parama, Lingashtanam and your Aingiri Nandini. See, unless you have a variety of lessons, you will lose interest. So, one of the most important thing in learning any instrument is your interest must be triggered here and there. Unless you have the interest, you won't practice. You seldom practice. Okay. So, if you have 5 lessons, if you have 10 lessons, you will attempt for a moment this Harivarasana, for a moment this Varavina, for in another occasion you will practice this Kalyani Geetam. So like this, you have variety, you have choices, not chance. Okay, and very important thing is your guru or your trainer should have the vision to make a very clear lesson plan. Otherwise, you cannot learn from him or from her. They must have the lesson plan. See, I still remember while we were learning from my guru, when we struck at a particular point in a lesson, she still insisted us to practice. But even after practicing for 4 or 5 times, if we cannot make out, then she used to tell us, now for time being you leave the lesson, we will now move on to the next lesson, like this. So we will be practicing next lesson. Once we complete the next lesson, she requested us to take up the previous lesson where we get some difficulty. So now if we approach that lesson, it will come very easily. Therefore, and one more thing is, whenever we find a difficulty, my guru used to immediately write notes in that particular ragam. She used to compose many notes and she gave us. So you go and please practice. Then we practice the notes. When we come back to the original lesson, we feel it will be very easy. Okay, this sort of lesson planning a guru or trainer should make exclusively for you and guide you. Okay, this is very important. So we have completed the varisaigal, we have completed the small items like Geetam and Tukada lessons. Okay, and while practicing the Tukada lessons, never forget to practice notes also. In our channel we have given many notes. Okay, Ridigavalai notes, Shankarabharanam notes, Gadana Kudukalam notes, Revadi notes, then this Valaji notes. So why we gave all those notes as a tutorial? So your finger agility, if you practice, it will get a good orientation. Okay, so you follow all those things. So now the third approach. What is the third approach? Now we are moving for bigger lessons. So now you can take up the Jadiswaram, Swara Jadi. Even in our channel we have Gambhira Notai Jadiswaram. Gambhira Notai is a very pleasant raga to listen and easy to play also. And it is composed of Jadis. Okay, so you can practice that one. Or many Jadiswarams are there in different ragas. And Swarajadi, Raravenu Gopala, you can take up. Okay, in Raravenu Gopala you will have higher notes. So now see, while practicing all the Tukada lessons as well as this Raravenu Gopala, you will have occasional chances of touching higher notes. Okay, so Re 2 will be there, God 2 will be there. Occasionally you will be practicing. Okay, so of course I will be posting you how to indulge in higher notes practice by means of a separate video. Okay, so occasionally if you try to practice the higher notes, then you will be accustomed to higher active practice naturally. Okay, so this is approach 3, that is practice of Jadiswaram and Swarajadi. Then you go for Varnam. So in Varnam also you must have an order. The first Varnam should be very easy. It should be Mohana Varnam. Then second Varnam, it should be Vasanta. Third can be your Kalyani. Fourth is Abohi. Because Abohi you have Re 2 Ga 1 combination. Very proximal notes, Re 2 and Ga 1. Then you can take up Saveri. If you go in this order, so you can complete all the 5 Varnams within 2.5 months. So total time from the scratch, that is from Swara practice to Varnam practice, it will vary from 7 months to 8 months. Within this time period, you might have practiced many film songs, very easy film songs, and even at the end of 7th month, you will be in a position to take up any kirtanam for practice. Simple kirtanam. I am not telling about this Todi kirtanam or Bhairavi based kirtanam or Dhanyasi based kirtanam. Very simple kirtanam. Even this Raghumsa Sudha, at the end of 8th month you can start practicing. It is very easy only. Okay, Bhavanuda Tyagarajar Kirtanai in the Ragam Moganam, you can start practicing at the end of 8th month. This Kala Harana Mela Rahares, in the Ragam Suddha Saveri by Tyagaraja, you can start practicing at the 8th month. So this is how you have to practice. This is the approach for better practice. So if you go like this, I am damn sure within 1 year you will be ready to give a stage performance for at least 1 hour. Okay, hope these approaches will definitely inspire you, guide you, and promote you to next level, totally transform you to next level in your music journey. So following this video, I will be elaborating approach 1, approach 2, approach 3 as well as approach 4 by means of subsequent videos. Kindly do follow all my video tutorials and become a well-versed person in violin playing. Thank you, friends.